see. Yeah, Squadrons goes live for us at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I think Matt was already playing it.
I'm watching him do it right now.
Oh, I think I was.
I just needed to.
I think I was hosting him too. Sorry, Matt, you're getting bumped for D&D.
Wait, what are you guys playing?
Oh, they're talking about the new Star Wars thing with the flight stick and everything.
Oh.
I don't have a flight stick yet. That'll happen next week because every single flight simulator came out in the last month, and so there's a shortage of flight sticks to buy right now. So everything's
Story of my life.
everything's price gouging at the moment.
It's like 100 flight sticks when all you need is a DDR pad.
I'm gonna have to learn how to fly a ship on keyboard tonight. I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to that.
I think you're gonna do great, but I have faith in you, unlike yourself. Get it together, man.
There's certainly a Star Wars lesson to be learned in this.
Use the Force, Kurt. Use it.
Where's my power sheet?
I mean, I'm kind of dressed like a Jedi right now just because I decided it's cold by this window and I'm not getting out of my robe.
Perfect.
No reason to.
No, it's a D&D robe. Yeah, it's special for Dungeon Masters. Yes, it has the bat symbol on it. Don't look at it.
Yep, I totally lost my abilities.
Here, I can resend them to you. I keep copies.
I've got my character sheet.
Okay, yeah, here, let me give you your ability sheet, because everyone can do so much now. Level 6 is a hell of a level. Okay, so, Vorlin powers.
I just realized we were using Flurry of Blows incorrectly.
Probably. Well, no, I don't think you actually got Flurry of Blows until level 2, and that's when you got to start using key points and shit, but you didn't get key points until level 2 of Monk.
Okay, because we had actually used it before, and we weren't using key points on it.
Right. Well, that was
so
me
I got
using
it early, and we didn't use key points. But okay.
Yeah, that was my fuck up, not yours, Aaron. In fact, I do.
Wait,
believe...
hold on. Is there another thing in there that lets me attack twice? There's second wind. There's Flurry of Blows. But was there another thing that said if I did unarmed, I got to attack twice?
Yes, I do believe. First time.
Okay, that's one thing, you know.
You gain the following benefits while unarmed or not wearing a shield. Monk weapons, You can use dexterity instead of strength. You can roll a d4 in place of normal damage for unarmed strike. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike, on your turn, you can make one armed strike as a bonus action.
That's what it is, okay.
So it's only as a bonus action, only if you do nothing else. So if you just attack but don't move and don't do anything else, you can also get an extra attack in there.
Okay, so I can attack twice through that, I can attack twice through second wind, and I can now attack twice through Flurry of Blows. Okay, got it.
Yes, the point is supposed to be is that the monk is really not supposed to go above like 1d4 damage, but the idea is that you're DPS, you're hitting more than anyone else, so it doesn't matter that your attack is like small.
I'm a Rekka fighter, yep, I got it.
That's exactly what it is. Oh, video games. Alright then. So yeah, I put that in the chat there. Kurt, your power set.
Oh yeah, I've already pulled it. Thank you so much.
Okay, switch. Does anyone else need anything?
I'm pretty sure how this is my updated power list.
There you go. You got so many spells. You are so powerful. You are gods at level 6.
Also, I just want to make sure I'm not annoying anybody with. I've got I turned the AC fan off, but my box fan's still on. You guys cool with that?
Yeah, not bugging me.
I mean, personally, I feel like I play better when you're like sweating and suffering, but whatever.
You know,
don't turn it off.
Squad. I mean,
it's a personal
sound
preference.
doesn't annoy me. Your comfort does.
It was 103 today, and it's the 1st of October.
God damn. I won't complain about how much it's been raining here in Canada.
It's been pretty nice here.
That's good. Alright then, so I will count us down then, I'll drop the curtain and we can begin. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, And hello, and welcome everyone to another what should be thrilling installment of Capes and Quests. As always, I am your Dungeon Master, Joel, and joining me are my good friends, your party, the D20 Degenerates. It's Kirk, Aaron, and Josh, everyone. How are you doing, everybody?
Can't complain.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the end of the world as we know it, but at least we have D&D.
That's where I'm at, yes.
Who knew it would take this long? It's really dragging ass to get to the conclusion.
Yeah, really. Hey, man, in this world, things might be random, but, at least I have a percentile dice.
Yeah.
And plus, you have your friends to pull you on through. So, all right, then. When last we left off, you had finished your work over in Treetop. You had overseen basically a change of regime over there. You think they might be doing better, but you're not totally sure. You also learned the name of the gargoyle, the antagonist who has been dogging you this whole time. His name is Dagon Knox. He seems to work for the Empire in some capacity. You're still not 100% sure. You were kind of looking into that. You had returned to your camp thanks to the wonderful new flying mounts that the generous people of Treetop had given you. You were touching base with Scrunch, and you learned about what might very well be your next heading, and that is the city-state of Rust Wharf, a even more lawless than normal pirate town. And also, thank you, Pat Sr., for your subscription there. Hey, thumbs up. So yeah, you were just kind of hanging out there, shooting the shit. Again, you had a really rough boss battle there, so you're just kind of healing up right now. And by day's end, you start hearing some footsteps outside your big encampment there where your party barge, the Revival, is parked. And you see the very haggard and beleaguered face of Athena Taven, who Vorlin had very nicely spared due to their history. And she's walking out now, still covered in blood from the wedding melee, her feet now caked with mud and everything else. And she looks at you and sees your flying mounts and everything. And she's like, "Oh, so you could not give me a ride back or anything, huh? That's all right. I deserve that. I see how it is. I see how it is."
The people I recruited to our party barge are thankful for it.
Speaking of people who are thankful for it, once Lil Skip, who was also an elf from Treetop, recognizes the face of Athena, this brutal gang boss from where he grew up, he gets quite scared and he actually starts cowering behind Scrunch a little bit, who Scrunch, very, very father-like, starts up there and looks Athena dead in the eyes. "Don't you worry, little buddy. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. Don't you start no shit around here, Athena. There's a pecking order. It's them three and then Scrunch." Yeah.
Hell yeah, Scrunch. You tell her what the business is,
Lay it
baby.
down, dude. Yes, all about it.
Wait, this is the woman that Vorlin had the relationship with,
Yes.
correct? All right,
Yep.
just wanted to. All right, cool.
God, I'm never gonna.
People never forget. Just wanted to remind the audience.
It's at this point too.
This is your baggage.
Trish Ann also pokes her head out of her lab inside the party barge, and she's like, "Oh, there's another woman now. All right, that's cool." And then she just goes back into her lab.
Well, we're building a little Melrose Place for Scrunch
week on
here.
the real world.
Yeah, really. Oh yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate all of it.
Yes, in season 3, we're going to break the Bechdel test eventually. So.
Oh, have them finally have a conversation. oh, what's that, Athena? You're a sociopath too? No shit. We should have tea sometime. I would like that very much. See, there you go. Joel writes good parts for women.
They didn't talk about a guy during that entire conversation.
They did not.
Not at all.
Just about poison. And I could have gone that way, too. Oh, my blase, he sucked so bad. This old guy I lived with, he sucked so bad. See? But I didn't.
No, appreciate it.
All right. You also got a brand new means of conveyance. You got yourself a battle wagon last episode too. Basically Lil Skip's reforged wagon that's now covered in spikes from the the iron golem that you defeated.
Oh yeah, it's not motorized or anything, right?
Unfortunately, no.
And we can't attach those giant moths because they should be dead by now, yeah?
They're definitely not looking good. This is like their second day. Scrunch tried to connect them for you when you told him to, but unfortunately, because the iron thing of it is so heavy, they wouldn't be able to actually get up in the air. So unfortunately, this is not a Santa's magic sleigh situation at the moment.
Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm paying him in jean shorts for nothing.
Hey, man,
taking care of these problems.
Hey, man, I tried. You can have a sick-ass battle van, or, you can have a flying mount. You can't have both. You gotta make a deal. You either gotta get a lighter carriage, or you gotta get more moss.
You're getting half the jean shorts next month that you did this month. I'm disappointed in you, Scrunch.
Aw, man.
You're still getting some. I'm not a monster.
And that's why I love you, baby. So what do you want to do now, everybody?
We should be heading to Pirate Island, right?
I was gonna say,
Pirate Town.
Did we rest up first? Are we all healed up?
I'll say you've already been rest up at this point, and you can leave at first light.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's take on some freaking pirates.
All right, so you hunker down for the night. You sleep on the Revival, your kick-ass party barge, and the next day you are ready to depart. Are you going on your regular horses? You going on your mounts? What are you doing? You taking You taking the sick-ass new battle van? What are you doing?
How's the battle van powered? Do we have to hook up the horses to it?
You gotta hook up the horses to it, yeah.
Cool. And is there a mini bar inside?
There's whatever you want inside, man.
Shag carpet.
Oh, naturally, yeah. The shaggiest carpet.
Is there a sweet-ass unicorn and wizard painted on the side?
Not yet. That's something, that's an upgrade, God, man. Here's the manual.
Guy gets
in the world of D&D, a unicorn wizard is not that interesting a thing.
You're right.
It's like just painting a doctor on the side of your van.
Yeah, really.
It's actually just a recreation of American Gothic portrait.
Yeah. Oh man!
It should just be a long-haired, shaggy stoner dude in like sandals and bell bottoms.
Thanks for the cheers, party frog. Wait until you meet the Dragonborn gang. They're like the Yakuza. Instead of having dragon tattoos on their back, they have human tattoos on their back.
Oh, jeez.
My human is Dave. It means strength.
Yeah, just some guy named Leonard on your chest.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means in human, but it looks badass. All right, so yeah, you ready up your sick ass new battle wagon, and you head off in the direction of the Rust Wharf. Scrunch gave you directions. It's a little way past the swamp on the other end, so you just kind of go the direction you hadn't gone before.
Are we good in swamp terrain with this thing?
You're not going through the swamp. You're going around it.
All right, cool. So there is infrastructure here. There are paved roads.
Absolutely. Well, they get a little
at work.
They get a little craggier outside High Moor, and you get the feeling the Ballers were paying for the roads to be done. But yeah, you make your way off into the wilderness. You follow the directions you were given, and in about half a day's time, you find your way to the mouth of the Dustfall Caverns. The scenery is covered with rocky, craggy peaks, and the air is filled with sand and dust coming off the ocean on the other side. In the distance, too, you can also make out a small fire outside the cave system itself, surrounded by three men wearing very familiar cleric robes. They're wearing the same ones that you're wearing, Antoine.
These guys. All right, that's cool. They're super religious, by the way, you guys. So don't even engage them. They're not like me. Like, I studied abroad. I have my bachelor's degree. So, do we notice any weapons? Are they packing?
They're carrying about the same basic weaponry that clerics out and about usually have. So they got a mace each on them.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to them. I want one of you to talk to them. These guys, they're only about the whole higher power thing. I just can't right now.
You will probably have to talk to them to get past the cave entrance there because they're camped outside.
I was afraid of that.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
Now we got a Seinfeld
I'm
problem.
just gonna point to you and just keep doing like the eyebrow game, like towards your direction the entire time.
All right, let's just rip this Band-Aid off and go talk to these holy rollers.
All right, so they see you as you approach. Obviously, you're very hard to miss in your kick-ass new war wagon, and the closer you get, Antoine, you actually find one of the dudes there who looks to be the most senior of the clerics. He looks rather familiar. You're pretty sure you met this guy back at the church back in Highmorn, and this is Pastor Donachet.
Oh, Pastor
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
No,
Oh,
we can't kill him.
why didn't you tell me it was Pastor Donachet hanging there? Of course I remember him from the church.
Naturally. Yeah, he waves to you very heartily there, and he says, Antoine, what are the odds of seeing you out here?
Hey, what's cracking, G? I ain't seen you since that time we hung out at Our Lady of Perpetual Subscriptions.
Oh, that feels like a million years ago now. Oh, so good to see you. We are reunited. Truly, the great Garcia is watching over us right now.
I didn't know you were French, man. I wouldn't have befriended you if... How are you?
I you know I was going for Italiano, but it goes all over the place.
Wow.
My voice is all over the place. It is hard to tell. Oh, you know, just out working for the church. They say these caves are haunted. That is why we are here now.
I'm just imagining Mario in a beret right now.
That's basic. There you go. That's what he looks like. He's a little stout. He's got a big bushy mustache and a hat. And he's got two other guys next to him, and he says, "Oh, let me introduce my fellows here. This is Ryder and Hawkins. They are junior parishioners. They have taken a vow of silence, so you know you will not have to listen to their crazy voices. I promise."
Is one of them wearing the exact same outfit as Pat Senior, except that it's green?
Naturally, yes, of course, and one is yellow.
Okay.
I guess his sidekicks will talk once they also drop a sub.
Badum-tish.
What's up, fellas? Don't say anything if you're doing all right. All right. Okay.
They nod. They give a hearty nod. But yeah, so Pastor Donachet says you would not happen to be heading to the Rasta Wharf, would you?
Oh man. Say we are. Let's say yeah.
We are.
Well, I pass on no judgment. It is not a place for a pious individual like myself, but apparently travelers have been attacked on the road. I would only say to watch yourself and be careful. And if you were going, maybe we could go together, you know, strengthen numbers and such.
I feel like our numbers would be just fine. I think what you're wanting is an escort because we've murdered a lot of people.
Oh, you know you got to me. You see right through me, Antoine. So smart, so clever.
Some of them were even bad.
I mean, I assume they were all bad, but all right.
It's probably healthier for our relationship if you keep assuming that they were all bad.
Yeah.
Can I do a will I do?
I like the message from Party Punk. This guy sounds like he might have to try to make two dogs kiss in a back alley.
Oh, I was looking at that reference like, what the fuck does that mean? It took a second. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, look.
I thought it was like a weird sex thing, and I was like, what the fuck are you putting in the chat right now? I was like, oh, opposite of what I was thinking. Cool.
I mean, it is a weird sex thing. Just depends on how into Lady and the Tramp you were.
Yeah, it depends on what your kinks are.
Look, what I do in the back
Lady
alleys.
the Tramp for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
What I do in the back alley with the dogs is between me and the great Garcia, okay? Just a saying.
All right, fine. Well, you can go with us. We need extra meat shields anyway. So, like, if stuff goes down, they're bodies.
Is
Which is
all I
totally a term
ask.
of endearment.
Do not worry. We have religion on our side. I am sure the great Garcia will abide.
Hey, Giuseppe, I'm gonna need you to take a vow of silence for this trip too.
We have literally been almost murdered by many religious people within the course of this chapter alone.
It is true. The Tragic Kingdom has a real
extremely
cult
agnostic.
problem.
Yeah, a lot of religions going on here.
It's at this point too. From your pack, Antoine, you hear a very familiar voice. Hey, is it talking about me?
Oh God,
no.
Father Wyatt. It's Father Wyatt. Hey, Father Wyatt. Hey, you know what? I hand Father Wyatt to
Pastor Donahue.
Pastor Todd Shea. I was about to call him Pat Senior.
Fair enough.
I
Shot.
feel like we gave him a character name.
Indeed.
I hand Father Wyatt to Pat Senior, tell him to hold on to this. Your problem for the time being, for the duration.
To your shock and surprise, these two actually know each other. They're about the
Goddamn,
same
of course
age.
they do.
They're
Yeah.
about the same age. And Pastor Donahue, oh, Wyatt, is that you? I thought you went into the swamp and went crazy after seminary. Yeah, man, I totally did. It was fucking great. You should have come, man. It was a party every night. We saw so many trees, dude. And they're just catching up, and like you feel like real third wheels as these two just like, you know, relive old times, you know, when they stole the communion
so chatty
wine.
the entire trip. Oh no.
They really, really are. But yeah, he's very
Does he need to be conscious for this. Like, can I knock him out with a Father Wyatt staff?
How are we escorting this guy? Are we taking him in the party wagon? Like, what's like the battle tram, whatever it's been called?
the G.I. Joe assault vehicle.
Yes.
You're still hanging out at the cave right
Beachmobile.
now. You haven't decided yet if you're gonna go together or go separately to this pirate party.
Well, let's just take this extremely annoying parishioner with us. But I want to knock him out so he doesn't talk too much on the trip.
All right, roll a strength.
All right. Let's see.
Doesn't he have sleep spells or something at this point?
I don't know actually.
They're just not as fun.
I do not have a sleep spell, and I want to use my hands for this. I want him to know it was me.
Okay. I think
All
sleep
right.
spells are a warlock thing, but yeah, roll a strength.
Strength. Well, that's garbage. 8. Damn it. All right, 5.
You flick him in the nose, and Pastor Donahue is just like, oh, why would you do that to me? I forgive you, though. I am a pious man, as I said. I turn to the other cheek.
What are you doing back there? I'm giving you the beating of your life. If you want me to go to sleep during this, stop that. If you want me to go to sleep during this, why don't you just say so?
You know what?
Smithers dismember the corpse and then send a corsage to his widow.
Maybe we should just move on.
Yeah, but I give him the whole Man in Black. One day I'm going to figure out a loophole on how to kill you speech before we head off. Because this ain't over. This guy's going to die before I leave him.
Solid. All right, so you enter the cave and it smells of mildew. The ceiling is covered in stalagmites or stalactites. I couldn't remember which one's on the ground and which one's on the bottom. It's got both.
Tights
Oh,
hold
oh,
on
that's good.
tightly to the sky. Mites are mighty because they lift up.
Boom. That's a good way to remember it.
Whoa.
I don't fuck with caves enough to know that.
That's really good.
Man, y'all be fucking with caves, huh?
Light filters in from some very large holes.
Y'all be
in
fucking with
some
the
of-
caves is the title of this chapter, by the way.
It is now. Algorithm be damned. That's what it's going to be called. In the distance, you hear the faint sound of dripping water, and under your feet, you actually see kind of like a small bit of running water that you can only assume leads to the exit.
You know what? Can we do just a perception check really quickly to see what's around us?
Yeah,
Sure.
I couldn't remember what it was called, but yes, let's do that.
Go for it.
So, it's the D20, yeah.
I got a 20.
Yes. Hot damn.
Not natural, but I got 20.
That's good. What everyone else get?
Let's see, perception. It's a 6 plus, 18 I rolled?
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 6?
24.
Hot damn.
24.
I'm gonna top out at 12, so thank God for the other two.
Okay, so Antoine, with your cat senses, you can smell that the water under your feet smells really fucking foul and really fucking polluted. And Corbin, with your mountaineering skills, you can tell that you can basically keep walking straight. into darkness, or you can take a right, and there seems to be some sort of subchamber off to the right from where you are right now.
Some chambers usually have monsters and shit in them.
Hmm.
It doesn't sound like an exit to me.
Giant neon sign above it that says side quest.
Yeah, we should probably go check out what's in this side quest chamber.
Pastor Donashay, I'm gonna check out what's over there. A sub chamber. Hey, Ryder, Hawkins, let's go to the sub chamber.
You get to make no calls of your own. We're your escorts here. You needed us to come through here. So yeah, we're gonna go to the side chamber, but not because you want to.
Oh, Antoine. So yeah, you make your way into the area of the subchamber. It's not far off from where you are. In fact, if you kept walking, you probably could have seen inside it anyway. And it's a big, dusty room filled with what looks to be giant black pots, like the ones that you would mix potions in. They appear to be
Cauldrons?
empty. Yes, cauldrons. Big cauldrons. There you go. You don't even have to roll anything. You know they're cauldrons.
It's that 24-hour roll. It had some rollover effect.
Absolutely. Looks like there's something written on them too, but you can't make it out because they are so dusty.
I guess walk over there and clean off some of that dust.
All right, you pick one up, you dust it off, and on the cauldron it says property.
Oh my god.
You can't read.
Oh my
that's
god.
right. That's right. You look at it and you don't know what it says, but it says something.
I say it all makes sense now. Look at this, fellas. Say it out loud so we all know what it says.
The prophecy has been foretold.
It says property of the Arcane Citadel, which I think you actually heard.
I love that band.
I think you had heard about this once before. That was the big magic school that got destroyed during the Crown Wars. And Ryder, he picks up another one of the pots. Only when he picks it up, the strangest fucking thing happens. Another pot appears at his feet. Then another. Then another. Then another in quick succession until basically this man is buried completely in pots. And the room itself is quickly filling up with pots.
Antoine, you know something about that.
Yeah, gateway drug, man. It starts with one pot, and then you're smoking all the pots, man. You're just waist deep in pots. Shit.
What is it? Ryder, he starts calling out from under the pots. Whoa, hell! Only his voice is quickly drowned out by all the pots, and Donashay looks kind of upset. Hey, you broke your vow of silence. Now you have to start over.
Is this starting to fill up the chamber to the point where we're threatened now, or are we just like really enjoying the fact that this guy just broke his vow of silence because of pots?
It's getting less and less funny by the second because he has not let his hand off the pot yet that originally started all of this, and because of it, he's slowly getting drowned. You've lost sight of him now, and you are slowly but surely getting pushed out of the room.
I yell, let go of the pot, you complete idiot.
Oh, okay. He does just that. He listens to you, and the room stops filling up. He's still buried, but...
By the way, that was the second time he's spoken. This guy is sucking.
Yeah, he sucks real bad. I'm making a note of all this to give back to the order. I'm a snitch.
Oh, jeez. It's a bad day for Ryder, man.
All right. My pot resale guy is in jail right now, so I can't move any of these pots on the market. But there has to be something in there we need besides the stupid duplicating pot. Yeah.
Donashay just starts shaking his head at this point. It says, "You know what? Why don't we just leave him and we'll get him on the way out? This will be your penance. Say 7 Hail Garcias and we'll be back for you."
That makes sense.
Oh, and I got a question.
Yes.
So this pot, only the original pot duplicates when they touch it, right?
Whatever one he grabbed seemed to start duplicating at a massive rate. All the other ones seemed to be fine. He just grabbed the unlucky one.
Now, was he barehanded?
Yes, he was.
Interesting. Okay, here's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I'm going to make my way towards where his pot was, the one that he had.
Again, you got to basically start digging it out now because that's how full the room has gotten.
I will start digging it out now.
Okay.
What do I roll for dig?
Yeah, oh, yeah. What do you roll for dig? Roll endurance or constitution, because I'll say that this is like tiring moving all of them.
Roll Shovel Knight. All right.
Yeah, roll.
Endurance. What the hell is my constitution? Is 2. What's my endurance?
Plus
endurance
2.
Is
there even an endurance stat? I'm thinking of Fallout.
No, there's not apparently.
I'm fucking thinking of Fallout. All right.
So constitution.
Yeah. So roll and add 2 for constitution.
Wow, that is nothing. That's a 5.
Okay, so it takes you about 30 good minutes. Everyone's just kind of hanging out now, shooting the shit, and eventually you actually see the head of Ryder. You actually manage to get to him. But, so you're in the general area now of where the pot is, where he dropped it.
Okay, I will ask him if he remembers which pot it was that he touched. And for the love of God, point, don't touch.
It had a blue handle.
Okay. Would I be able to spy the blue handle, or should I roll for that?
Well, they all look pretty similar now, so this is literally a needle in a needle stack now. But, yeah, roll perception, see if you can figure it out.
All right, well, that's a little bit better. That's a 14.
Okay, you see one that has fingerprints in the dust after looking very closely, and you're like, yep, that's probably the one.
Cool. I'm going to ask Antoine to throw me some alcohol.
Oh. This is only very genius.
You just assume that I have booze on me. I throw him the alcohol, but I don't enjoy the insinuations.
All right, I sprinkle the alcohol on my cloak. It comes to life, and I tell it to wrap itself around that and carry it back to the battle tram.
You do that, and it actually freaking works. Your cloak springs to life, filled with arcane magic and whatever horrible homunculus shit you put in its sense. And yeah, it is able to pick it up, and it is able to carry it out. And you see that there's some sort of residue at the bottom of this one that was not at the other one.
Like left where the pot was on the ground, there's residue, or
no, like inside it, there's like some pale blue goo.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do so much crazy shit with that pale blue glue. All right.
Corbin's gonna have a fucking army of cloaks by the time this is all over.
All right, so I will keep. I will have my cloak remain on the battle tram for this journey until we return back to home base.
There you go. All right.
So that way it can keep any of us from touching that thing accidentally.
All right,
I was gonna touch it.
You got one pot filled with goo. Wicked. All right, so I take it.
I am gonna smoke that goo. I am gonna do that eventually. Rough Ryder, you know me.
Of course. So, yeah, I take it you're done in that room now. And
I was looking at the chat. I thought you were trying to do a Dr. Seuss thing. I will smoke that goo. You know it's true.
True. I will smoke it in a hoose. I will smoke it on a boat. Literally. Yes, I cannabis.
I will smoke it for my lunch. I will smoke it with a scrunch.
Oh, the places you'll go on your vision quest.
Oh, glorious. All right. So I take it you start following the running water then, and you're back on track now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stank water.
There you go. Yeah, you're following the river of stank water. The deeper you walk into the cave, it starts getting a little darker, a little harder to manage, but together you're all able to pull it together. You've done this sort of thing before. That being said, something strange does start to happen. The deeper you get into the cave, you all start to get these weird kind of like ice cream headaches. You can't quite explain it. It's like something is literally scratching inside your mind.
I walk through it pretty okay because I'm a drug addict, so same shit as always. There's always something scratching at the inside of my noggin. But the other guys don't seem to be handling it well at all.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I'm looking at my stats right now.
Man. Don't project your issues onto me, okay? It's just deniability on your part, and I'm not cool with it.
If I wanted to just like soldier through it, like meditation-wise or whatever, like what would that be?
I would say either roll a survival or roll another constitution.
What's higher for me? Survival is way higher.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That is not great. That only comes out to 10.
You're still very much annoyed, but you soldier on anyway. You don't feel like you're in any immediate danger, but boy, is it uncomfortable.
Well, now we have the slogan for this entire campaign.
It's uncomfortable, but you soldier on anyway. Oh, fuck. Again, when I get those t-shirts made. Anyone else want to do anything at this point?
Say, how am I handling it? It's driving me nuts, right?
Yeah, you're definitely pained.
See, I'm trying to look to see if I've got a spell or anything, but I don't remember spell.
What drugs do I have on me right now?
I'm not going to drink the blue goo. I just feel like that's going to make it worse.
You could always...
yeah. Put the goo back in the tram.
It's already back in the battle tram, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do a line of Fey dust.
Just to keep the party going.
Just keep the party going.
Out.
Get my head right. You know what I mean? Like, it helps.
You still have a headache, but now you don't give a fuck.
There you go. There you go.
Wait, Antoine, did that really work for you?
Yep. It's like DC powder.
One line of Fey dust, please.
All right, there you go.
I had Voral some Fey dust. Half a line because he's a lightweight.
Because you just handed it over, I'm now really worried about what this thing's doing to you.
Yeah,
hey, it's a party, baby.
You're both rolling at this point. Again,
Sweet.
You still have headaches, but you don't care. All right, so you keep making your way through there. Your two priest buddies there are pulling up the rear. They still think that all of this may be paranormal in nature, and they're, splashing holy water, looking for signs of ghosts, but nothing yet.
Wait, two priest buddies? Does that mean that the one who got buried by Potts died?
No, you just never dug him out.
He's stuck still.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he spoke, so he's in the corner in a timeout.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
All right there. So as you make your way to another chamber, you notice the closer you walk to this room, you feel yourself become kind of light, kind of weightless, and for once this actually isn't the drugs talking.
Guys, I think I'm having a bad trip.
No. This isn't the drugs?
No, for once, it's not the drugs. This is life getting you high. Quite literally, because as the closer you get to this next chamber, you see several scraps of paper floating around the room like they were in some kind of updraft, only there's no wind at all here.
Everybody belch. Belch, so we can get back down to the bottom.
You stole a physio lifting drink?
Deep cut, man. I appreciate that.
Now everything will have to be a clean.
You lose.
I'm gonna be stupid and try to reach out and grab one of the pieces of paper.
All right, roll a dexterity.
That is not a good dexterity. That is 12 plus 3, so that's gonna take me to 15.
Okay, you are just narrowly able to grab one of the sheets of paper as it flies around. It's not quite Bruce Lee, frog in the pond, but almost. And yeah, you have a crumpled piece of paper in your hand. Do you read it?
Yes, I do.
All right, this seems to be a page from a spell book.
Oh, cool. Can I read it? Or is it in a language I don't understand yet?
Nope, it's in common. You can totally read it. This seems to be some sort of gravity reversal spell. And it looks like something from a kid's notebook. He highlighted certain passages.
Interesting. Okay, but we're still on the ground, because he said anti-gravity, so now I'm a little worried.
Yeah, you've yet to crest the thing. You're all a little weightless now. You're like maybe hovering just a bit off the ground, but you haven't stepped into the main chamber yet.
Okay, and I'm still, my little dumb brain thinks it's the drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to move further into the chamber.
All right, you move further in the chamber and you become truly weightless. This is like 0G. You're floating through the air.
Jesus, we really do have to belch to get our way out of
this. Yeah. There's a big rotating blade at the top.
I don't know.
Hold on. Dungeon Master, is there a big rotating blade at the top?
Okay, you look up and you see no rotating blade, but you do see several incredibly sharp, pointy stalagmites with a few skeletons hanging off them, actually.
Yeah, that's like
okay, cool. So I'm going to start frantically hoping that I can see through the drug-induced blur, say one of the spells.
Okay.
The anti-gravity spell.
Roll me a d20 and add your arcana, which I don't think is very high, but roll it anyway.
Yeah, let's find out. All right, so I got 15 plus, what was my arcana?
1.
1, so 16.
Okay, you struggle to read the piece of paper. Again, you are not a wizard, though, hilariously, because you took a second level in Ranger. You can't actually cast spells now. And maybe because of that, you're able to eventually blurt out after several attempts the exact key word that you needed to say to have the gravity return to normal, and you come crashing down to the ground. Not so hard that you would take damage. Had it gone on a little longer, you would probably take some falling damage. The skeletons also fall off the ceiling now, too, and you see, bones fly all over the place, as well as what looks to be wands and little potion decanters, and basically the rest of the book that the spell was attached to.
Okay, cool. I didn't die. This is ruining my buzz, but really glad we figured that out. So there's like the rest of the spell book.
Yeah, you eventually find it. It's, again, old, musty, mostly falling apart, and just barely on the cover can you make out, again, property of the Arcane Academy.
Sweet. Look over at Antoine and I go, is this your fault? Shaking the book at him.
What? Are books my fault? No, that's Gutenberg. I mean, I didn't do any of this. I don't think. Me in school, highly suspect.
And then my character more than realizes he was just lashing out out of anger and realized.
Yeah, no, don't turn your anger towards me, man. We're a group.
Yeah, because I definitely gonna want more drugs later.
Yeah, there's a French-Italian guy hanging out behind us. Lash out at him.
Oh, that's right. Hold on.
Isn't he also part of this organization?
Yeah, can I please, Pat Senior? Pastor Senior? Can he give any insight to what the hell just happened? What this is all about?
Yeah, you start motioning to him. He starts looking at the corpses, and he says in his French-Italian voice, these uniforms, you don't see them much anymore, but the students from the Arcane Academy, they used to wear these before the war. I have the sneaking suspicion between the book and the pot fiasco back there that this is where the Academy dropped their garbage.
Are we underneath the Academy?
I don't think... again, he's sounding really French that time. No, not precisely, but they could have just dumped it here, stuff they wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, this could just be their garbage site. This whole cave, they just took a boat or something here.
But perhaps the rumors of this place being haunted were a lot of smoke and no fire.
Oh, so
right.
all the paranormal activity was just like shitty experiments and leftover residue from a bunch of school kids. This is why I didn't go to school, you guys.
It's literally a janitor that tried a couple of spells before he walked away from dumping the trash.
It certainly seems that way, though the headaches were weird.
Were they? I thought that would be just another side effect of all this gobbledygook down here.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in magic, guys.
I can definitely take that spell book with me, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm throwing that in my little bag of awesomeness.
There you go.
Could you read some to me so that I learn new spells?
Absolutely.
Cool.
But Pastor Donachet at this point gets a little offended. We clerics, we do not need to read the books. God gives us our spells.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but like I really struggle at restaurants with menus because of our church, man.
You mean you don't always know what you want to order? I make the right choice every time. Soup and a half a sandwich.
Did our weird French-Italian Mario cloak wizard, did he also get the headache along with us when we were traveling?
Yeah, he was also pained.
Okay, just want to make sure. Because I was going to slap somebody if he wasn't.
All right.
Yeah. Make sure he wasn't in on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're still hanging out in this chamber. Do you guys keep pushing forward?
Yeah, keep moving.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so again, you keep following the trail that you were on, and eventually you start to see a light at the end of the tunnel, which you can only assume is the exit that the stream of water under your feet has been leading you to this whole time. You walk a little bit closer, and you notice the water under your feet gets a little bit thicker and a little bit soupier until eventually it begins to congeal and rise up off the ground, and the now gooey liquid starts to take form. 3 very familiar, very humanoid shapes, the exact reflections of yourself, and you once again get those headaches, worse now than before, as a painful voice starts to speak in your heads that only you can hear. There is no escape. Roll initiative.
Sweet.
Okey doke.
Let's get it.
Yeah, get in there.
2.
19.
Okay.
17.
God damn it, why didn't I already have this written? Okay,
Oh, wait,
so
hold on. I should actually look at my pumpers.
maybe should.
Again, I am always going to be
The
last.
for some reason. Sorry, what was yours, Antoine?
19.
19. And Vorlin had to double check his.
Yeah, so I get +2 initiative, so I'm also at 19. I think I get advantage in initiative, but I'm not necessarily sure if I want to start this fight.
Okay. So, all right, so I gotta roll something now for the Ooze Doppelgangers, who have literally stolen your forms and look like exact copies of you. So let me roll for their thing. God damn it, they only got a 9. Seriously? Come on, fucking ooze monsters.
I say to my group, hey, I'm starting to think there's something up with this water, you guys.
Wah, wah.
I check with Antoine really quickly to make sure that he's still seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
And I just ignore him because this isn't my first time doing drugs. I'm not here to babysit you.
All right, so Vorlin and Antoine, because you both got 19, who wants to move first?
Vorlin.
Sure. Where are they placed? Like directly in front of us, or is there one a little bit further, one a little bit closer?
They're directly in front of you, standing side to side, blocking the exit.
Okay, and you're sure this is not just a dance battle?
Unfortunately, not. These guys have murderous intent in their eyes.
Damn it. All right, so...
They're gooey eyes.
I was going to try to make out with mine.
Yeah, dude, let's do dual wielding.
Okay.
And we're going to use the rapier, and we are going to use... I'm curious, the invisible dagger.
Well, invisible dagger is just a regular dagger. It's just invisible.
Why have I been carrying this all this entire time?
Well, because in Treetop, when they searched you,
That's right.
it's a weapon you can sneak in places.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna use the regular dagger then.
Okay. Which Ooze boy are you aiming for? Because again, there's Ooze Corbin, Ooze Vorlin, and Ooze Antoine.
I don't hate my party more than I hate myself, so I'm going after the one that looks like me.
Okay, cool.
I don't have any issues that I need to work out yet.
There you go.
Maybe with Antoine with some of the jokes he dropped last episode, but I mean, other than that,
That's still on you, man.
There is no.
Look, man, I cared about her. Okay, just back up.
All right, so roll and see if.
Holy shit, dude.
It got really windy's drive-through just
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna robot for a second. Check your settings.
Am I okay?
Still a little robotic.
Yikes, that's bad. Why?
there you go.
There
Okay,
you go.
cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Might have hit the cord. I don't know.
Yeah, it's you got cut off, and there was a sound like, and
That's-
then all of a sudden you came back like that.
That's
Oh, I'm
weird.
gonna grab some water. It's gonna be 2 seconds.
Okay. Again, you were making the attack, but all right. The Ooze boys just sit patiently and wait like any day now, like good enemies do.
Are they capable of speech?
Their mouths do not move, but you do hear them speaking in your head. That feels to be connected to the headaches you were having before.
Are we connected to our individual doppelgangers?
You don't know yet. Again, that's for the fight to unfold.
Okie doke.
All right, so roll to see if you hit your Ooze double.
Okay. Shit. First one was the rapier. It was only an 8, but +5, so that's gonna take to 13.
That just hits.
Cool. And then rolling for the second one, the dagger. The dagger's only a 10, so +4 is a 14.
That hits.
Oh, cool. So let's roll damage.
Okay. Again, they're ooze, so it's not like they're armored or anything.
Okay, good point. God, I hope this actually works. what is it? 1d6 plus 2. That's only going to take it to a 4 with the rapier hit.
Yeah, damage is damage.
The dagger is 1d plus 2 with piercing damage. Or excuse me, 1d4.
Yeah. Which is not as strong as your short sword that you normally use.
Right. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Okay, so what was that altogether? That was...
That was, hold on, 7.
7.
I had to think about what that first one was. Not
yeah,
because
me
I'm
too.
terrible at math.
I also should have been keeping track of numbers. So, okay, so you lash out in a glorious ballet of steel, and you make multiple slashes into your Ooze Doppelganger, and you feel like if there was any blood inside him, he would probably be bleeding right now, but it's just pieces of him start falling off and going back to the floor, and your Ooze Doppelganger looks you dead in the eye, and again, you hear that horrible sound scratching in your brain again, and he says... Everyone you've ever loved has left you, and so you leave them first. Will you do it with them? Will you do it again, Vorlin?
Is my doppelganger my therapist?
I mean, they're definitely in your head.
Your doppelganger sounds like all of our therapists.
Privacy my ass. You've been talking to.
All right, Antoine. Then it becomes your turn.
All right. I am going to aim at my doppelganger, and I'm going to use Sacred Flame on him.
Nice.
Yeah, I figure physical attacks can't do that much, so maybe a little fire to the use.
Interesting. Let me I gotta actually look at that. What the fuck does that spell do again? It's been
Flame like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from covering for this saving throw.
Okay. So, is that a roll that I have to make now because I'm the enemy? It's been so long since we've actually done spells. Okay, and your abilities are on the spell sheet, and I need to actually get the spell sheet up. That's my bad. I'm not a prepared DM.
Hey, man. Nobody's judging you.
Okay.
You've been here for every episode, right? You see how we play this, right?
Fair enough. All right. So this is a save or suck check. I'm looking at your sheet. And, oh yeah, that definitely hits. He did well below that. So yeah, do him a 1d8.
1d8, alright. That gives me a 5.
Okay. So yes, your magic, burning holy light, comes off your hands and smacks your Ooze Doppelganger right up in the face hole. And...
yeah, make sure it's shaped like a dick, too.
Absolutely. Because aren't they always, right?
Gotta stay on brand, baby.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We got merch to sell.
All right, and he sizzles, and once again, you hear the same horrifying voice speak in your mind, but this time it's speaking to you, Antoine, and the voice says... You tried filling the void with drugs. You tried filling it with sex and religion. But you'll always be empty, Antoine. Always.
Can you read?
That's neither here nor there, says the evil demonic voice.
This is about you.
You got nothing to hold over me, homie. You're illiterate too.
Fuck, I have your exact double. Holy shit, I didn't think about that. Goddamn. Wow, we were way scarier a minute ago. Shit.
Saved by illiteracy again.
Well, no offense, but I'm pretty sure the chat will agree with me. I think that deserves some hit points on the enemy.
Yeah, you know what? I agree, actually.
Yeah, is there a burn effect?
Yeah, you know, you do psychic damage to it. I'm gonna say you do 4 psychic damage to it, and it has like a crisis, and more goo starts dripping off back onto the floor.
I did that fade us before we got here, baby. I came prepared.
Absolutely. All right then, Corbin, it's you.
No, it's not. I rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess the oozlings get to move.
I always go last.
Right, but the oozlings all move together. But alrighty then. So
yeah, well the oozlings all got a 9.
Yeah. So all right. So the ooze.
So even if you divide that by the 3 of them, it's still 1 more than what I got.
Fair enough. All right. So Ooze Corbin. with his big oozy fist, is going to actually try and run up on you, Corbin, and he is going to try and smack you upside in the face, and he ends up doing... Oh, that's only 10. Does 10 hit you? I don't think it does.
Nope, I have 14.
Okay, so he misses with his ooze fist. But you know what? He's actually going to burn, what is it, a second win? Because guess what? The Oozlings can do what you can do. And yeah, that's what he's going to do now to try and hit you again. And oh, that does much better. That's 12. So yeah, he turns around and turns...
I said I had a 14.
Oh, 14? Really?
Yeah, because it's that 10 plus my wisdom and whatever the other thing is makes 14.
Yeah, well, why does my sheet say your armor class is 12? This is
because you're using the old one.
Oh.
My armor class is 12, but if I am not wearing anything, then my armor class becomes 10 plus my dexterity and wisdom, which is 14.
Yeah, but you were never wearing armor, I'm pretty sure. Again, is this... Yeah, this is your level 6 sheet. This should be right. I'm pretty sure this is right.
Yes, but my... hold on. My armor class is 12 if I am wearing armor. If I am not wearing armor, which I am not, it becomes 14 because it's 10 plus wisdom and dexterity.
Right,
so
but
it's 14.
I assumed you were never wearing armor, but again, I'll...
Yeah, but you still have to put what my armor class would be if I was wearing armor in case I do wear armor as the armor class. That's why it's 12.
Okay, but it was still 15, though, so he still manages to hit you, y'all. Again, here, let me...
You said 12.
No, your armor class is 12. He rolled 15.
You said, okay, that's much better. It's 12. I thought you were talking about your
Okay,
thing.
sorry.
Okay.
That's misspeak. Again, the problem with this...
Sorry. This D&D conversation just got way too real.
For math,
because
I know.
This is an actual D&D conversation. This is what actually happens in game. We've been trying to avoid that through this whole thing.
Also, for people who don't know, the Frankenstein way in which we record this, they can't actually see me. I can see them, so, like, I'm trying to make hand movements and shit, and, like, none of it is registering until a couple minutes later. That's no one's fault. That's just because I don't have 2 webcams and because Skype only lets you run one at the same time. So, all right, he manages to get one hit off at you, and what's it gonna do?
Nothing, because I'm gonna burn a key and use dodge.
Oh, holy shit! Okay, that's a new ability you have. All right, so
very cool.
Now, how does dodge work again?
I'm assuming I dodge.
Yeah, it's not that easy though. In the second round, doesn't you spend a key point? Key point is available. Requires a finish short, long rest. Flurry of blows, patient, defense, step of the wind. Take disengage or dash action as your turn. Is there a dodge ability, or am I just reading?
Yeah, it is. It's not flurry of blows. It's patient defense. It's part of that. I was just reading this a moment ago. Use 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action in your turn.
How the fuck?
Oh, wait. What is dodge, then?
Yeah, the dodge.
I think it might be...
I don't think I've ever seen the dodge action. Let me look that up right now. And
I'm assuming dodge means you dodge.
Yeah, I know, right? Take a dodge action. You focus on trying to avoid the attack until the start of your next turn. Any rolls made against you has disadvantage. If you see an attacker, you make dexterity saving throws advantage. You lose the benefit if you're incapacitated. Dodge 8. You focus on avoiding the attack until the start of your next turn. Okay, so I think the way dodge works is you don't actually get to dodge this. You can say, next turn I want to dodge, if I'm reading this right.
What does disengage do, then?
Disengage means you, like, literally leave the fight and go, like, have a smoke somewhere else.
All right, I'm going to use it for that, then.
Okay, there. You spend one of your 2 key points, and you just fucking disengage. You don't get hit, but you're out of the fight.
The second time he's done this.
So you just up and leave. And Ooze Corbin is like, what the fuck? I had a whole thing ready.
I really do imagine every person who's in the encounter looking at each other going like, the hell? Like, it's the one time the enemies are like in agreement with each other, like, can you believe the nerve?
So yeah, you're just standing back there with the clerics right now, and your Ooze Doppelganger is just like really, really upset, like he had some more get in your head shit ready to go when he hit you, but now that you've left, he doesn't get to do it. All right.
Will's the only one being affected by his doppelganger emotionally.
Yeah, really. For real. Okay, so it's gonna be Goo Vorlin's turn, and Goo Vorlin is gonna open his mouth, kind of like you would be doing for a breath attack, but instead of breathing ice, he's just breathing pure, foul-smelling, corrosive goo this time. And let's see if he ends up hitting. He does. He gets a 16, so he gets a full He gets a full D8 of damage is what he gets to do. Where is my
Just got slide.
Literally, you just got slimed. You get slimed for a whole 7.
Cool. All right.
So
the thing where I almost die is gonna start again.
Yeah, he goos you real good, and then with that it becomes It becomes Ooze Antoine's turn, and he is again gonna steal something directly from your playbook. Josh,
bring it on, Ooze Twan.
He's Ooze Twan. Oh my god, that's perfect. So
one Antwoos be better?
Antwoos would also be good.
Oh, we're gonna have to workshop this, everyone. In the comments section below, tell us what Ooze Doppelganger name you prefer. The
you
winner
have a poll option here. Come
on. The winner will get a no prize. So Ooze Twan starts moving his hands around in a magical manner, and he summons a giant corrosive oozy dick. But does he hit you with it? 18. Yes, he absolutely hits you with it.
See, if you really wanted to fuck with him, it would have been giant vagina.
See, I was saving that for another one actually, and I gotta keep the spectral vagina in my back pocket in case we ever do that encounter.
Oh, is that like when we meet our cross-town rivals and like we meet like the female counterparts of ourselves?
You joke, but if you didn't go through the caves, yeah, that's what would have happened.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I would have left you guys on a heartbeat and joined them.
Joined the female version of your team. Oh, I had a whole story plan. That still might happen. I might have to wait a couple sections for you to forget. Maybe save it for chapter 3.
That one in your back pocket, sir.
The rowdy rough boys of this this continuity.
Literally. Okay, so big spectral dong does 6 damage.
All right. That's cool.
Not bad. Could be worse. So
I got plenty.
There you go. All right, so now it's officially real Corbin's turn.
Okay. Oh, that's right. He goes last.
All right. I just walk towards the exit.
Yeah.
Like, not the exit we came through, but the one past them all.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You do that. You walk past there, and everyone's kind of like, "What the hell?" You're just standing out there now, closer to the light. You're not all the way out on this turn, but you're a fair ways outside now.
I shrug while I walk.
We can't disengage like him, right?
I mean, you could, but there's nothing to say they wouldn't chase after you.
I'm going to use second wind and continue walking towards the exit.
Okay, you are now officially outside of the battle zone. The sweet sea air hits your nose. You can hear gulls flying in the distance, and you see smoke rising from the pirate city that is the Rust Wharf. It's below you. Yeah. It's at this point too, Uzi Corbin gets really upset and starts looking around, and you just slightly hear, it's hard to hear now because you're outside the cave, but Uzi Corbin's like, I had a whole thing prepared about how you weren't strong enough to save your friends and your tribe, and so you try and be strong by picking fights to pick, and is he gone? Is that motherfucker really gone? Oh, shit. And, yeah.
I just shrug.
And after you leave the cave, yeah, Ooze Corbin just kind of gets so psychically burned that he just goes back into the floor.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, I'm gonna go.
It's rule not. Listen, did none of you ever play Ocarina of Time? You don't fight the shadow; they attack when you attack. Just leave.
Yeah.
So, hey, man. It was cool meeting you. But I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna follow my friend here. You guys take care. Sorry for getting into your cave business.
I was gonna say technically it's Vorlin's turn, then yours, Antoine. But if you want to leave on your turn, there's nothing stopping you.
Hey man, you both rolled 19.
Yeah, it's true.
Just know that I'm gonna bounce when you get done with your turn. I just feel like we should leave. It's toxic in here.
All right, Vorlin. What do you do now that Corbin has poked holes in this villainous scheme?
I'm gonna look at my nega ooze, Vorlin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look. Man, this is awkward, dude. I guess this is just. I mean, did you want to work anything else out through, or
I said my piece.
Right. Okay. Cool. You take care of yourself, man.
I want to walk past him, but I want to do that awkward side step thing. Let me just get Bye, you.
Yeah, I don't want to do the thing where we both say goodbye and then we start walking the same direction. So.
Oh man, that would really suck because you're both replicas of each other, so they would of course keep doing this back and forth.
So yeah, you I'm assuming both Vorl and Antoine, you dash, which means you burn both your move action, your regular action, and yeah, you are now standing by Corbin outside the cave, and your dejected oozlings, they go into the floor before eventually coalescing into one giant cube and start advancing on the pasture and his one little buddy, and they're like, oh, I guess I guess we'll just defend ourselves then. Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah, Giuseppe and them. Well, they had a good life. I feel like they live on through our memory. Nobody ever really dies as long as you remember them, right?
They start casting cleric spells that are very familiar to you, Antoine, and they're just fighting a big ooze cube at this point as you're outside in the fresh sea air.
They got Father Wyatt. They'll be fine.
Hey guys, you got me.
Yeah.
Hey, we got rid of Father Wyatt in this.
You did.
Hey.
Hey guys, I can cast some cleric spells. You see vines start shooting all over the place and trying to hold the ooze in place, and the ooze is burning it, but you're so far gone at this point, you're walking down the hill to the Rust Wharf.
Look,
The only one that survived was the one that got buried by pots and they left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you won't know. You'll have to come back.
Pot saves lives again is all I'm saying.
They should really legalize it.
Yeah. All right, so we're good here, right?
Right.
Everything's fine.
Win.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
And thus the battle is won, and you make your way down the winding path to the city of Rust Wharf and your next adventure. Do we think this is where we should end it, everyone? Do we think this is a good act break?
Kind of perfect. Actually.
I don't think we're gonna top that. I think that's the perfect ending. Also,
This is easily my proudest moment.
It's pretty fucking solid. When they make the TV tropes page, and please, someone make us a TV tropes page, put that in there. Aborted arc.
So proud of you. Oh god, that was good. I didn't even realize that was an option. We were just gonna have to sit here fighting Big Oil for an hour.
I didn't think of it, but it's like, yeah, the magic is in the cave. If they just leave the cave, the magic stops. They can't follow them. Shit. Way to outthink the puzzle.
Smarter than Ooze.
Corbin thinks he's a dumb character, but he's actually a fucking third-degree genius.
His nihilism makes him invincible in this game.
Work smarter, not harder.
Like, none of it matters, so all of it is just easily defeated.
And on that
Corbin's
note,
character this entire time has always been, I don't care.
and boy, did it work.
And now we were fighting psychic enemies. I'm literally their kryptonite.
Pretty much. You were the only one to power through it.
Hey, now
I thought Corbin was playing 4D chess, but no, he just.
It was more tic-tac-toe with one line, and I was the only one with a pencil.
Yeah.
I should have known my doppelganger wasn't going to come after me. He's a drug addict. He's too lazy to follow through on anything, even murder. So he's going to stay in that cave forever.
Stupid ooze. And on that note, everyone, I guess we'll bring this session to a close right now. Thank you, everyone, for coming and showing up. I know we usually play a little longer, but the guys got stuff to do. And yeah, I think I can say we're officially in the home stretch now for Chapter 2. Depending on how things go, we might be able to wrap this one up in the next couple sessions. We'll see where it goes. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Pat Sr. and Party Pug and everyone else who's been hanging out in the chat and talking. And again, when I re-upload these on YouTube later, please be sure to comment. I love to know that people are watching and listening and having fun and what you guys enjoy, because you make the show worthwhile.
This was great.
Yes, it was.
I mean, I know we do have stuff to do, but this was awesome. This was a great adventure.
Certainly was.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right,
for
guys.
a streamlined episode, that was a lot.
Sure was. All right, guys. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye-bye.